morning, lovelies. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And today we're going to talk a little bit about intentional living. But before we get into what is intentional living and how do I do that, I think it's very important that we look at what is not intentional, and if you're not living an intentional life, what that looks like as well. Let's go ahead and take a look today at what makes life stressful and complicated, which is the opposite of serene and peaceful and simple. So the opposite of that, let's take a look at those things so that we can be sure and have an idea of what we might need to change. The first things that steal our simplicity, peace, and serenity is procrastination, worry, and wait. These three things sometimes go hand in hand, but when we procrastinate and continue to put things off, then eventually it begins to feel like a burden. So we start carrying the burden of what needs to be done on our shoulders. Next thing is worry. And a lot of us, I think as women, we worry about a lot of different things besides ourselves. We worry about family, friends, situations. We worry about things that basically we cannot control. What worry does for our lives is absolutely nothing. Letting go and releasing that and asking for wisdom on what I can do about that situation, and then let go of the part that I cannot control is the way that really that should be handled. The next thing that keeps us from having serenity and peace is looking for approval from others, comparing ourselves to other people, and trying to take control of the outcome. I am learning as I go in life that I really do not need the approval of other people in order to live the life that I intend to live. So asking permission or asking for the green light or for someone else to say it is okay for me to do that or to be that certain person is really not what I have to do. Also, once I begin to attempt being who I truly am to myself, and that journey is personal. It is between me and God as I understand God. And so I do not have to ask other people around me, is this okay? Because after prayer and feeling peace and living and stepping forward into certain different things in life, or to stop doing things in life that I want to stop, I do not have to ask other people if that is okay. Comparing ourselves to others is a very slippery slope, and it's a very dangerous thing to do. There are a lot of reasons why we should not compare ourselves to other people. Other people have different beliefs, backgrounds, they have different purposes, they have different attitudes, and their life is their business, and basically comparing myself to them is just really not fair. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to me. When I see people, even if I think I know them, actually, I really do not know what personally they are carrying and what it is that they're dealing with on the inside. There may be a lot of reasons for the way they are that they are, and they're on their own journey. So what I need to compare myself to is the person that I used to be. Am I better? Am I happier? More at peace? Do I have more serenity than the person that was in 2022 or 10 years ago or earlier? That's the only thing that really matters, is I compare myself to me. We are all fearfully and wonderfully made. You are made on purpose and for a purpose. And so really thinking that our lives and comparing what our life is to others is really not relevant at all. Trying to control the outcome of something that is going on in my life, or especially the lives of others, can totally steal my serenity and peace. My job is to actually ask in prayer and meditation, what is my responsibility in this situation? And then to do that and then release it. And like I said, this is not easy, but working towards that will actually bring more serenity and peace into your life than you can ever imagine. So letting go of the worry, fear, and doubt because that's what happens when we don't see that when we don't see that we're in control, and we know we're not in control, and we don't know what the outcome is. Just resting back in faith and knowing that it is going to take care of itself, and that someone in a higher position is taking care of it. So once I've done my part, it is okay to totally release it and know that it's going to be taken care of. The next thing that will totally steal our peace and the simplicity of our lives is looking for happiness outside of ourselves, looking to others, situations, and places and things for our happiness. Also, being unforgiving and complaining about life, how it is today. And the last thing is living in the past. We all have a story. We all have had things bad that's happened to us. We've all experienced that. And that is okay. It's okay to feel grief and to work through that process. And I'm not saying you just get over things in one day, but to actually still stand there and drudge through that and not let go of it is of no service to anyone at all. Complaining will totally steal your joy and the joy of others that are around you. Complaining about the weather is it's absolutely just useless. I remember I was complaining one day about the wind blowing, and it had been blowing for several days, which is part of living in the area that I live in. And my husband said, "Sandy, it's just weather. It's really not worth, getting your panties in a wad." And I thought, that is so true. Really just go on. And it is what it is. The wind will stop blowing eventually. Nobody likes it. So complaining was just useless. So I'm starting to watch complaining in my life and saying things like, and trying not to go there, you know what I'm saying? And actually, yesterday the wind was blowing terribly, and I wrote in my journal, I said, what a great day to be alive. It's just a great day. It's a great day. Yeah, my hair is going to get messed up. Yes, it's going to be a little bit cold. Put on some gloves and a scarf and move forward in your joy and serenity. It was a long time coming, and me learning that the keys to my happiness do not belong in someone else's pocket. It actually belongs to me. It is my responsibility. It is not someone else's responsibility to keep or make me happy. If I am going to be a happy person, it is because I have made the decision to be, and I'm pursuing the purpose that I am supposed to be pursuing. No one else is stopping me from being happy, not any situation in my life. And so this takes a little bit of work. It takes some prayer and faith, but it actually can become a practice that I am going to be thankful no matter what happens in my life, and I am not going to hand my happiness to someone else. If someone else is angry and upset at me, I can take a look at why they're angry and upset, and then look at my part and make amends. I can say, I'm sorry, I will try to do better, or change the way that I'm acting, but then let it go. And then know that if they want to stay upset about that for 10 years, they can. And if I want to move away from a situation, I have the right to do that. If someone or something is keeping me upset just over and over, I need to look at my part at it, but I do have the right to move myself away from that and to pursue happiness. So as you're looking at things in your life that are robbing and stealing your serenity and peace, ask yourself maybe some of these questions. Do I accept just anything that comes my way? Do I do nothing and have no purpose? Do I only do what's easy? Do I always just take the easy way out? Am I not ever asking why you do, if I'm not ever asking myself, why am I doing what I'm doing? Am I impulsive in my shopping and my behaviors and my reactions to other people? Do I suffer from any kind of depression? Do I feel stuck in life? Do I feel like I don't have much to live for? Do I allow other people to make decisions for me? Do I not have confidence in what my life is all about and who I am as a person? Do I blame others for what has happened in my life and for the way that I feel and for my bad mood? Do I live a life that is unplanned and without action? So thank you for hanging in there with me today. There was so much when I started writing about this topic and doing a little bit of research and looking at different things in my own personal life. There's just so much to it that I was trying to hone it down to maybe some very quick and simple ways that I could start looking at what is complicating my life. I want to give to you about what we need to stop doing and releasing and letting go and let the universe take care. And know that as you're watching this video, I am praying for you and I'm believing the best for you. I applaud you for trying to get these things out of your life that are in the way. So stay simply blessed and be simply blessed, and life should not be complicated. I will see you next time. Okay, we'll see, that's just all over the place, but we'll see. Okay. Okay, I checked that one off. I did that.